Joining me now, the Lou Dobbs Tonight A-Team, Fred Barnes, executive editor of the Weekly Standard, Doug Schoen, former Clinton advisor, Fox News political analyst, journalist, radio talk show host, Miguel Perez. Great of you all to be here. Let's start, if I may, with you, Miguel. The president saying the Republicans are trying to take the country to the status of a third world nation. What's that about?
I like the new Obama. Forgive me, but I do.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah,
all right.
I like the new Obama. We missed him. This is the president that most Americans voted for. Feisty, willing to take on the Republicans. I really believe I think that he has a shot now that the real Obama has come back in this campaign mode. And frankly, Lou, if he frames the whole argument between taxes for the rich and Medicare for the general population, I think it's a winning argument for the Democrats.
What do you think, Fred?
I don't think it's winning at all, and this is not the Obama from the campaign. The Obama in the campaign was the Obama of hope and change who took the high road. This is Obama on the low road, saying that the Republican budget will mean that the children who are autistic and are disabled have to fend for themselves, and all these bridges and roads that are crumbling will go unfixed and so on. That's just demagoguery that he's full of. And Republicans, House Republicans, for example, heard that speech on Wednesday, and so they know the kind of charges that are going to be made against him because that's what Obama did in that speech. And almost all of them voted for the Republican budget, the Paul Ryan budget anyway, which would reform Medicare and do a lot of other good things, including cutting spending. So I think Obama's still in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I think, frankly, we missed a real opportunity to put together a consensus in the middle, bipartisan, to do deficit reduction and debt reduction. The president could have extended an olive branch to the Republicans, done what he said in the campaign he wanted to do, which is hope and change, Lou, but in a bipartisan way. It didn't happen, and by polarizing, I think it makes it tougher and tougher to confront our real problems.
Well, as we look at what this president is up against, last week showing up with Al Sharpton, hadn't been seen with him in public since 2007. His popularity among Hispanics has plummeted, Miguel. Plummeted. We're talking 54%. Republicans got about 40% of the vote on November 2nd, Republican.
Because he's trying to be too Republican when it comes to Hispanics. Yeah, he's trying to be too much in the middle. Yeah. If he reached out to the Hispanic community the way he promised he would, especially on immigration, it would be a totally different story. He's missing the boat on the Hispanic community.
I think what's happening is Hispanics are basically suffering. They're facing the impact of the economic conditions we're now facing, and they're turning against an incumbent who hasn't delivered for them.
Is there also? Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Fred.
Lou, it's not Hispanics who Obama has to reach out to. It's independents. Right. Independents were the group of voters, and I'm not sure what percentage they are, 25% or something. Doug probably knows.
38, Fred.
Well, 38% then. They're the ones who overwhelmingly switched from voting Democratic in 2006 and 2008 to voting Republican in 2010. Obama has to go after them, and he has to do exactly what Doug suggested. He has to go to the middle. And when Paul Ryan and the other Republicans who came to the speech on Wednesday, sitting on the front row, right in front of President Obama, when they came, that's what they were expecting, an olive branch, a speech that would say, we can have a grand bargain on spending and taxes.
Republicans, I don't understand how we can just give an olive branch at this point. After the president has taken a lot, and now it's time to hit back.
It's called leadership. That's what the president.
Well, let's take a look at
deliver.
Let's look at the president has taken a lot. The American people are saying, if we may look at this Reuters Ipsos poll, do we have that? Okay, we're going to take a look at the Gallup poll, his approval rating, dropping to 41%. The president may have taken a lot. That tends to be the case for people who are in elected office. But the American people are saying pretty clearly with this and the Reuters Ipsos poll, in my judgment, where you've got 7 out of 10 people surveyed in that poll saying this country's headed in the wrong direction.
Well, and Lou, his numbers were close to 50 when he did the deal back in December to extend the Bush tax cut. So I think the president is missing the boat. And with all due respect to Miguel, I think if we have a polarizing campaign for a year and a half or more, the net loser will be not only President Obama, but the American people.
I agree with you, but that's the way we're going, and nobody can help it at this point.
Well, I think
Sure they
the
can.
president
Always-
can.
Exactly, Lou. I mean, the president is the one person who can change everything. He has the biggest megaphone.
And the
He
Republicans in the House have nothing to do with this.
We're going to be right back
Well,
with
he
the
doesn't need the Republicans. He needs the independents.
We're going to be right back with the A-Team, and we're going to find out where those independents are. First, here's what the judge has coming up for you next on Freedom Watch.
Coming up at the top of the hour on Freedom Watch, Congressman Charlie Rangel wants the government to tax the rich more, incite class warfare, and make decisions for you. And the Wall Street Journal's Stephen Moore highlights why taxing the rich could rip the carpet out from under the already stumbling economy. That and more tonight on Freedom Watch.
At OD, we may be in shipping, but your business is our business. No matter what you ship, it's a promise to a customer, and we'll help you keep it with on-time and safety records that are among the industry's best. OD, helping the world keep promises.
For years now, Monex, America's trusted name in precious metals, has been telling you about the many advantages of owning gold. But did you know there's another precious metal that many feel offers even more potential than gold? That's right, it's silver. And over the last few years, silver has more than doubled in price. Might that suggest a significant opportunity for you? This special report will show you why some well-known financial experts now say that silver is in a major bull market.
To receive your free DVD, call Monex at 1-800-600-9991.
Learn how you may be able to take advantage of the exceptional potential in silver, even with as little as 20% down.
To receive your free DVD, call Monex at 1-800-600-9991. That's 1-800-600-9991. Monex, America's trusted name in precious metals for more than 40 years.
Is your computer running slowly? Does it take more than 3 seconds for your email to load? Are you frustrated with error messages, blue screens, computer freezes, and crashes? These are not only annoying, but can cause permanent damage to your computer. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, your computer and your privacy may be at risk, because these are usually the telltale signs of a virus, and it can only get worse until you act. Get a free diagnosis at mycleanpc.com.
My Clean PC is outstanding, and my computer is running faster than ever.
My Clean PC came through with flying colors when no one else could.
My Clean PC totally cleaned up my system and increased my speed.
MyCleanPC.com can remove spyware, viruses, and infected emails, all speeding up your PC's performance. It offers all-in-one protection, and it's been downloaded by millions of users. Even if you have antivirus software, your computer could still be infected. Find out instantly with a free comprehensive diagnosis at MyCleanPC.com.
Joining me again, the Lou Dobbs Tonight A-Team. Let me turn to you, Doug. Right now, it looks like the Republicans have taken a leadership position in Washington. Is that, in your judgment, the case?
Yeah, it is, and I'll tell you why. The president has basically abdicated because he's pursuing a strategy of polarization. When I worked for Bill Clinton, he led in 95 and 96 in pushing a balanced budget that ultimately proved to come to fruition at the end of his term. There's no leadership in that direction. Bowles and Simpson, the authors of the deficit reduction plan, were privately outraged with the president's speech because he abdicated his responsibility. The American people want cuts in spending, and they want the deficit reduced. The only one who's talking that way are the Republicans, even though they go further than I think they should go, and they're not practicing bipartisanship themselves, but they're providing the leadership to the extent any exists.
Is bipartisanship overrated here, Fred?
No, I don't think it's overrated, because there would be a possibility, and there still is a remote possibility of a grand bargain on spending and taxes and reducing the deficit and the national debt and all the things that not only independents but most Americans want. But you don't get it if you give a speech, a very partisan speech that the president gave on Wednesday, where he sounds like Nancy Pelosi. I don't think the American people want a president who sounds like Nancy Pelosi, but they would like one who sounded like Obama during the campaign.
The American people want a president who tells it like it is, and for the first time in a long time, Obama spoke like they wanted to hear him speak.
Do you think that's going to resonate with the independents?
Yes, and with
who've abandoned this
with the
program?
American voter in general, the majority of the American people.
Right.
If this is the argument he takes to the next election, he wins.
All right. Miguel, thank you very much. Miguel Perez, Fred Barnes, thank you. Doug Schoen, thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
Appreciate it. Well, let's take a look at the results of tonight's big question. 97% of you say you don't feel guilty. Apparently not in the least about how little in taxes you're paying. Thanks for voting at LouDobbs.com, as always.